Hello, welcome back to my world of stuff. Time for a quick movie review. I haven't done a video for 10 days or so. It's nothing particularly caught my attention and I wanted to record. And as I've said in the past, I'm not just uploading things for the sake of it. I'm just going to do videos as and when there's something that I feel I want to talk about. So if you discover this channel today and you watch this video and think that wasn't too bad, why not click that subscribe button, which will notify you of when a new video becomes available. You can also do the thumbs up thing, and you can leave a comment down below. That would be really good, but the main thing is to subscribe. Right, the film I'm talking about today is a Netflix exclusive film which actually had a very brief cinematic release. I didn't get the chance to see it in the cinema, but I did catch it on the weekend. It was a perfect sort of Sunday afternoon mind off action film, if you like. It was called The Grey Man. I didn't watch it in the cinema. I watched it in my own personal private cinema room, and it's directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, the directors behind 4 classic Marvel films: The Winter Soldier, Civil War, and of course Infinity War and Endgame. I wouldn't say they've moved on from Marvel, but they're forging a different path lately. They've been doing slightly lower key sort of films, if you like. But The Grey Man is very much a return to action filmmaking. It's based on a book by Mark Greary. No, I've never read the book, never heard of the story, but it stars Ryan Gosling, who apparently hasn't made a film for a few years because he decided to get off the roller coaster of making and promoting films, and he's come back with a bang, playing a very uncharacteristic action character, because he's not an actor who's known for playing big, summer blockbuster sort of action films. He's a bit more thoughtful. If you've seen the film Drive, for example, it's very intense. And the unusual comedy Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell. So he doesn't tend to sort of go for the jugular with the blockbuster films. But this is the first time he's played that sort of role, and I think he's had a good time doing it. So I think we may well see him doing more of this sort of film. Also stars Chris Evans, our Captain America, in a very fetching moustache. Also stars Jean Page, who apparently was in Bridgerton, a bit of a heartthrob, and Ana de Armas, who we saw in last year's Bond film No Time to Die. So it's a good cast, and it's good fun. It's one of those sort of action films that you watch, it washes over you, you gasp and wow at the appropriate places, and when it's over, you sort of don't think about it again, because there's nothing much to it story-wise. I think what you will remember are the action scenes, because some of the action is incredibly staged, extraordinary. What's it about then? Well, I'll tell you what it's about. Our boy Ryan plays a convicted killer who's in prison. He gets a visit from a high up at the CIA, played by Billy Bob Thornton, Billy Bob, who offers him his freedom if he agrees to go undercover for the CIA as a sort of a black ops assassin. Given the option of that or spending the rest of his life in prison, he obviously agrees to become a new man. He becomes known as Sierra 6, of this sort of subdivision of CIA agents. So we meet up with him again 18 months later. He's in Bangkok. He's trying to carry out a mission, but he can't do it because there are members of the public in the area who'll get hurt. He does eventually track down and kills his quarry, but before his quarry dies, he's given the film's MacGuffin, which is a little encrypted drive, which has top secret information and evidence that shows that high up at the CIA, played by Jean Page, I think his name is Carmichael, he is corrupt and is up to no good. This comes to the attention of Carmichael, who dispatches a former psychopathic Sierra agent, played by Chris Evans with his unfeasible moustache, and he sends him off to bring in 6 or the encrypted drive, so his secrets aren't uncovered. And what follows is a madcap, highly charged, adrenalized race across Europe, basically, with Hansen, played by Chris Evans, dispatching any number of assassins and killers to put him in the ground. This doesn't happen, of course, because our boy's a wily chap and he escapes everything that Hansen throws at him. And he throws a lot at him. I mean, there's some massive fist fights, there's explosions, gun battles. There's an extraordinary scene in Prague, which apparently took, I think I read, 3 weeks to film. And quite frankly, it looks as if they destroyed Prague in doing it, because there's explosions, massive scene with a tram, gunfights, car chases. It's just, you just sit back and go, wow, at the scale of the action in this film. And that's what it's about. If you like your big action films, it's in the league of things like Mission Impossible and Bourne and Bond, but it pushes it to another level. It certainly pushes beyond what Bond does these days, much as I like No Time to Die, and there's some great action in there. This is a level up from that. And it's certainly reaching towards the sort of stuff that Tom Cruise is doing in Mission Impossible in terms of stunts and action and just insane carnage that's wreaked across the entire film. It ends up almost in a Bond style, with Six making his way to the villain's headquarters, where he's trying to rescue character who's been kidnapped, the daughter of one of the main characters. That again involves lots of fights and gun battles and explosions and chaos and destruction. If you like your chaos and destruction, if you like a good action film, this is for you. It's not art, it's not it's not an Oscar contender, it's never intended to be. It's a film that's meant to have a good time and throw lots of spectacle at you, and that's exactly what it does. Now, the interesting thing about this film is that it cost $200 million to make it. It's on Netflix. It had a brief theatrical release in the UK, I think also in America, but it can't have made a fraction of the money that it cost to make. And this is where I do wonder about the Netflix production model, because they spend all this money on a film. The idea is that it will attract people and new subscribers. I don't know that this film is going to do that, especially as we've heard recently that Netflix are losing subscribers. They've lost something like 1 million subscribers in the last 3 or 4 months. So I think that spending $200 million on a film to attract subscribers back, no matter who the cast is a bizarre false economy. But that's a whole other issue. But you do wonder at the logic of not giving a film like this a cinema release, where I think it would have done very well. But there we are. I'm not to judge. Who am I to judge these things? I'm not a Netflix bean counter. So that's The Grey Man. It's available now on Netflix. You might still find it in cinemas. I don't think so. I think it had a week in the cinemas. Now it's exclusively Netflix. Yeah, I enjoyed it. If you want a mindless action film that gives you some really spectacular stunts and explosions and physical effects, which is nice to see, it's all sort of physically in camera, or most of it is. Yeah, you'll have a good time with it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Because I did enjoy it. I had good fun 2 hours sitting Sunday afternoon on a slightly grey overcast day, and yeah, it floated my boat. That's The Grey Man. Is available now. Right, hope you enjoy this video. As I said, leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe and all that sort of stuff. I'll see you soon for some more videos, and until I do, you know what they say. Keep taking the stuff.